How's it going, everyone? Liam Catterson here. This is Dollhouse. We are on episode 2 for season 2, which is titled Instinct. And, yeah, this is going to be pretty fun going into season 2 because, when I started season 2 out last time, I thought we were going to be fixated on 2019 because we already had Epitaph 1, and, that really brought some shocking revelations regarding the world, what would happen 10 years down the line. And I thought we were going to stick there, but it seems like we're going to be building towards Epitaph 1. We are going to be fleshing things out, and we're going to be unraveling more things, so I guess the story flows a bit more naturally, and then where we will probably get to Epitaph 1 or what happens after that in the finale of season 2. So yeah, I'm really excited to see where things do go, though, because episode 1 was very interesting. Paul and Echo, with Paul working behind the scenes and now being her handler officially in the Dollhouse, they were a very good combination throughout the first episode. And Echo recalling her imprints, she hasn't got rid of them. She acknowledges them, and she wants Paul's help in being able to track down their real selves, it seems to imply. So yeah, I really enjoyed the interactions with Paul and Echo last time out, as well as Saunders, as she was still reeling from the revelation that she was previously Whiskey and she's decided to leave. So it's heartbreaking because we loved Saunders. But I'm sure she will return at some point, especially with her connection with Boyd as well, as we found out in Epitaph 1. They two seem to have like a connection of sorts, and whereas it seemed like they did have that interaction last episode, their connection in Epitaph 1 seemed a bit stronger. So I have a feeling that that's not the last we're going to be seeing of Saunders this season. So yeah, but with that said, let's get into episode number 2. This is Instinct. Let's go. Oof. Just imagine it, like some kind of malfunction happens, Paul's head's been...
I was just sitting because I'm tired.
Life of a handler is pretty exhausting.
In the most luxurious chair in the Dollhouse.
You just off shift?
For a few hours. Can't really seem to sleep, though. It's hard to imagine Echo being...
Did you touch this?
I didn't...
Arguably, one could program the brain to fight cancer. Or be telekinetic.
Oh, damn.
Or not to have that gag reflex
That
when you
is
sea urchin, or whatever.
A massive leap.
Possibilities are pretty much endless, is what I'm saying. I don't want to use... Good talk. Huh?
Yeah, you're bonding.
Say hi to Echo for me. Tell her we're all very proud.
I'm not gonna lie, it's cute. It was cute. Do we ship Paul and Doug? No, we're not. We're not gonna ship them too.
Not gonna bite you or spontaneously combust. You got a master's degree in engineering, babe. This should be a piece
He's
of...
gonna vomit instead.
I don't, you know, I'm gonna be
Guessing
late
he's
for
not
work.
like
Nate,
comfortable, like he's still adjusting to being the father.
how much I love this little boy. And I don't even
Oh,
know
you
if
give him a
Nate
smile. I love him.
or me for that matter.
Nate's crazy about you.
I think he's having an affair.
Guess
When
it's
was
your
the last
first
time you had a full night's sleep?
instinct that you click to when you notice something suspicious is going on.
He's got nothing to hide. He won't mind if I go through all this stuff, will he, baby boy? No. No, he won't.
I'm telling Dad. He's gonna walk through the door, isn't he?
Who the hell is she, Nate?
How did you, you're not
I
supposed...
knew it. I knew you were having an affair.
You went into my office. That's private. That's my private...
Is this
Private.
the original mother?
This is where you and I went on our honeymoon. Tell me who she is.
This is the original Emily, isn't it?
I knew her before.
Your people promised me something that you cannot deliver.
This is not working. I am calling it off. Get rid of her.
Ah, shoot.
Get rid of the baby.
Yeah, out of context. I'm assuming he's contacted the dollhouse, because otherwise that is red flags all over.
I think I might have made a mistake. You think I jumped the
like,
gun?
out of context, that's...
Press conference.
There's nobody there.
What second there? I thought someone got her. But she got documents, so that's better than her get...
Good morning, Madeline. May I come in?
Hey!
Mistake. Just because you leave our care, we don't cast you to the wolves, Madeline. I'm worried about you.
I want to make sure that she doesn't, like, there's no ramifications.
You're also worried that I'll flip out and
her
expose you in the
contract.
dollhouse?
Well, the two worries aren't mutually exclusive.
You know what I'm wondering? Is if this is really about the fact that you let me out of my contract early. Years early. Why is that?
Miss Jordan? Would you like a treatment?
Please be quiet, Jack.
Oh, she's not responding to that.
Cry, please don't cry.
Oh, okay. I was wondering, why is she not responding? Yes, I would like a treatment. That good old trick.
You gotta be kidding me.
What the hell did I pay you for?
A mother. You could have hired a nanny, a babysitter, but you wanted someone to bond profoundly with your child because you could not bond with him yourself.
She's got a point.
Which is understandable.
That baby needed a supportive parental figure.
This was a terrible idea.
Your next plan was to put up the child for adoption, was it not?
Oh.
Just find him.
We know exactly where Echo and the baby are.
Still has that,
and we are
like,
retrieving
care.
him as we speak.
Never laid a hand on me. He doesn't even raise his voice. I'm not a victim.
Yeah, not yet. Let's try to keep it that way. You had
I was gonna say, I don't believe Nate is an abuser, but she's got a point. Like, you'll never see it coming, sadly.
Went away, you know? It's like the person whatever you've got planned, it's not gonna work.
Are you sure about this, Mr. Jordan?
No, I am positive. That is my baby, but that is not my wife.
No one's gonna hurt you, Emily. This man's from the FBI. He just wants to
Stay away from me.
Promise,
All of
we'll
you.
be safe.
Don't come any closer. No.
This is a mess. This is a mess.
No, don't take my baby. Don't. No.
She believes. Oh my.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Is there not a sedative or whatever? There we go. I was gonna say. They should have came prepared when they were monitoring her.
You knocked her out? No, I can't wipe her when she's knocked out. Think. Okay, just come.
She told me I didn't have to suffer anymore. I go to sleep for 5 years. I wake up without pain.
So what? You're happy now?
It's kind of iffy because
sad.
part of loss is coping.
It was nice meeting you.
It's mourning and all of that, and it's like she skipped that process.
How are you feeling?
Did I fall asleep?
For a little while.
Oh! Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay. I kind
Shall
of.
I go now?
Sass! What a sass!
What did...
Change them into whatever they want them to be.
That's not possible.
It's very possible. I read everything
It's
about
impossible.
this when Mom was sick. Rossum had the means to help her, and instead they...
Okay, you know, when we first started looking into this, I thought this was a game changer for us.
Her body was stronger than her brain.
Yeah. The maternal instinct is the purest. It's too strong for a normal wipe. I outplayed myself.
Yes, you did, buddy.
Chess.
Not like chess. Like Echo is in trouble and pain because you didn't think it through. She probably can't even remember his name, but she has to have him back, no matter what.
Perhaps.
Yeah, so she's like partially wiped. Oh.
Right. I'm going to see about
Cherub.
getting a bottle together for you. Okay? Now don't you go anywhere. Don't you go anywhere.
Oh man. Echo's right behind him.
Back.
I know.
Back.
I love him. I don't want to give him to you.
I'm his daddy.
But this is my baby.
No, it's not. It's not.
You think that he is?
I want you to go away now.
Oh, this is.
I can't do that.
Babies need their mothers.
I know. But you aren't his mother.
That's.
I blamed a baby. Do you believe that? And after she died, I needed to find someone who would love Jack. Because I couldn't do it myself.
That gives you incentive to put him up for adoption.
So can I be his mommy?
No.
I do feel bad for him, but
I'm sorry. You can't. Don't hurt the baby.
he's being supportive and loving there, though.
My little boy.
Here we go.
Of my little boy. And then they took him away.
Oh man.
They make
And
it
she's
so
gonna
real.
retain that, and it's gonna
Every
break her
time
heart.
They make it so real. Why do they do that?
I know anymore.
I think she can't help
Nothing
it.
would be worse. I would be like before. Asleep.
Like Maddie.
I'm awake now. I don't want to go back to sleep.
So yeah, I thought the first episode of season 2 was a lot better in my opinion, but I thought this was a good episode. I did like the idea that the mother instinct was powerful than the wipe. Like the wipe only took it like a chip away of what she was, and now Echo has maintained that. I like the idea that she did question about the fact that like why would they give these motherly instincts to me and then take them away? It's inhumane. It's wrong. So I really loved that discussion with Paul at the end, where she was like mulling over everything and how Paul was like making sure, are you okay to do this? Because we're still doing a pretty big thing. We're still working behind the dollhouses back in order to try and take them down. And I'm really curious to see how that's going to work. Like, because I do have a feeling Paul and Echo are going to encounter that senator. So yeah, but yeah, I really loved how this episode did, like, it was heartbreaking, because like it was hard to watch the fallout between Emily and Nate, because they were in two different worlds, because Emily was thinking Nate was going to have her killed off, whereas Nate knew the full picture with Emily. Like Emily, his former wife was in Emily, so, and he couldn't reveal anything, so there's this whirlwind of mayhem that's fracturing both sides and is causing this disarray, and it's heartbreaking. And as well as the tragicness of his past and how he doesn't feel like he can connect with his child, because he heartbreakingly feels like he was a responsibility to his wife's passing. It is heartbreaking, and you do feel so bad for him. I'm glad that he wasn't some shady character. He's just a heartbroken husband who feels like he can't raise this child because he's got mixed feelings and he does miss his wife so much. So yeah, I really did like that. It's just, if this whole kerfuffle never like if this whole kerfuffle never like unraveled, then how long would he ask to have Emily for? Like, because it is very, very interesting that he did connect to Jack when Emily did well, I would say kidnap, because that was the motherly instincts playing up, but when Emily did take him, it is interesting how his love for his son kind of spurred, but I'll get to that in a minute, because I think it all plays on a certain theme. But like, if this whirlwind of mayhem didn't unravel, how long would Nate keep Emily? I'm guessing until, like, he could naturally learn to, like, I'd say naturally, because he's now naturally cherishing the kid now, but, like, you get what I mean, if this whole mayhem didn't unravel, so yeah. But yeah, I really loved how this episode did unravel. Like, we had Madeline return as well, which was great to see her again, for a little bit of a checkup, as well as seeing life after the dollhouse as well. Like, because I think we tend to forget about the fact that these people signed a contract, and once it's up, they can have the life they basically longed for, and we get to see post dollhouse life with Madeline in a very, very creepy way, because we kind of got a snippet of how she was grieving and how she was heartbroken at seeing her child's gravestone in need. And now we see Madeline after the dollhouse, her contract's up, and she has this creepy essence. She has no mourning feeling. She has no sympathy. Like, there's that lack of sympathy. She's like, my child's dead, but the dollhouse helped me, so I don't feel any sadness anymore. And Echo even pointed it out, like, feeling nothing is worse, which is where Madeline went. She skipped the grieving and mourning process. I mean, it is pretty hard. And as someone who's just lost a dog who was with my family for like 15 years and who was a best friend to me, it would be wrong for me if I skipped the whole mourning grieving process and skipped to the part where I could feel comfortable. So it was pretty haunting to hear Madeline say that. So yeah. But yeah, it was really surreal to see everything just unfold. Like, Emily taking the role as the mother. It kind of did feel weird, didn't it? Like, but listening to why Nate had Emily, someone that the child could love, in terms of a parental figure, it was pretty heartbreaking. So I did feel so bad for Nate in this episode, as well as like when the child was, like when Emily took the child and he was panicking. And I feel like with what Madeline had to say about skipping the grieving process and all that jazz, I feel like Jack, I feel like Nate cared for Jack when Jack was returned to him, because I think that theme of feeling something is better than feeling nothing is quite prominent. And what would happen if something happened to Jack? Like, if Emily and Jack both died, for example, he'd be beating himself up for not showing something to Jack, I feel. So I feel like that theme of feeling something is better than feeling nothing plays of importance to why Nate was so sympathetic and comforting towards Jack once he thought he was given the all clear, once Emily was taken back to the dollhouse, because he was quite nervous. He was quite a bit like cold, but now he's showing some dedication. So I feel like that's him cherishing the moment whilst he still could, because otherwise he'd be beating himself up for not showing something, because he was worrying too much. I wouldn't say worrying, but he was being dependent on grieving rather than cherishing the world he does have. Which you can't blame him for grieving, but like I said, if he would feel a lot worse, wouldn't he, if something happened to Jack? So yeah. But yeah, I like the fact that Echo was pretty much in her doll state, but she still had that like maternal instinct, and how that relayed back to Topher's shenanigans about changing on a glandular level. So yeah, and yeah, I thought it was really, really impressive of how she dealt with Topher. She just headbutted and gave that sass. Holy dang, that was really, really but I liked it because I do feel like the motherly bond to a child is very, very potent. Like you're carrying your own flesh and blood in the womb for 9 months, all that jazz. Yeah, there's going to be that powerful connection. So it makes sense for the motherly instincts to I guess surpass the wipe. So yeah, it was very, very good to see that. But yeah, I am glad that the situation has it was very horror-esque, wasn't it, though, when Echo returned, with that motherly instinct still there, just a bit chipped away. But yeah, it was very horror-esque, but I'm glad that it was resolved without anything bad happening, I guess. So yeah. I did like that we got a bit of the Senator and how he's getting closer to Rossum as well, with the evidence of what they were doing. And I think we also got a bit of backstory regarding his mother and how Rossum didn't help her. So it does kind of feel a bit revenge-esque, but it's also, he also does seem to have that ethical... he doesn't like what they are doing. He is very, very compassionate, and reading out what they were doing did sicken him. So we also had his wife, who's also supportive but very, very concerned as well, as you should, because they are a very, very powerful organization. But I'm glad that she's not giving him a lecture saying don't do this, don't chase them, or something bad will happen to you. She's being supportive. She's having his back. So yeah, that's really, really good stuff as well. But yeah, this was good. This was a good continuation. It wasn't better than episode 1, but I really did enjoy it, and enjoyed seeing how the motherly instincts did take control on Emily, and how Echo was left questioning why would they do something like this and then take it away, and then how we had that theme of feeling something is better than feeling nothing at all. So yeah, as well as like returns of like Madeline as well, and how she confronted Paul. I thought that was great. But yeah, I thought the overall story with Echo and Nate was pretty powerful, as well as pretty heartbreaking as well, considering Nate's past, and how they were, like I said, 2 different worlds, and that caused like a storm of chaoticness because of the fact that she believed one thing, whereas he was telling the Dollhouse something, and she saw the black vans, and her mind didn't like, because they took Sierra, and they're like, Sierra, do you want to go for your treatment? Whereas Echo saw the black vans, and she was like, oh no, you're not getting me. So it was very, very intense, but I pretty much enjoyed how this episode ran. But yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my Meat Pizza channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!